Hello everyone, Phantom here. Welcome to my Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail playthrough. If you want to see what I'm up to lately, you can find me on Twitch at the link in the description below. While you're down there, consider subscribing or liking. It helps me and my human more than you'd think. Enjoy the show. I know we're in a hurry to set off, but before we do, I need to address my people. The peace we sought to upheld has been shattered. They need to understand what's happened and how we intend to fix it. So I want to call an assembly at the Winged Walk to assure them that all will be well. Shaken as there are, I don't know how many will come. It's those who are most distressed that truly need to hear your words. If you like, I shall seek out such souls and encourage them to attend. I'll help too. This is an important step to the city's recovery. Care to join us, Donnie? Of course. While you handle that, I will see to provisions for the expedition. Thank you. I'll go ahead and have the Lance Guard announce the address. People must first know that there's going to be one before they can decide whether or not they want to hear it. If you could see to the resplendent quarter and Bayside Bevy, Alize and I will split the rest of the city between us. I have a mind to inform Thancred and Ranger as well. They may have already left Tyrol. I shall have to examine one of these mechanical soldiers later. I hope I'm doing a good job of differentiating the three British-sounding female scions, considering we're talking about, Kryle, who has a high-pitched, small voice, Alice, who has kind of a brash girl's voice, and then Ishola, who has a more refined lady's voice. I'm trying my hardest to differentiate the three of them. Oh, and the music's gonna be sad like this the entire time until we finish the MSQ, I'm betting. Man. I mean, I'm not surprised, considering what they did with Endwalker. Putting a depressing feel on the main cities. Especially Thavnir. Rise of Hand for the whole thing, but man, If Tuliol falls to the enemy, what will happen to us? To our homes, our farms, everything we worked so hard to build. Lives and communities and histories, all reduced to ash by these merciless villains. I heard Val Wiklamat is planning to address the people, but what's the point? What can she and her brother possibly have to say? You won't know unless you come and find out. Really? The Dawn Servants have a plan already? They've lost so much, yet they are prepared to carry on. Standing around worrying about what's to come will change nothing. It would be a lie to say I'm hopeful for the future, but I will go and hear what they intend to do. Yeah, you go and hear them out. It's not safe here. Not anymore. We could try to leave Tyrol, but where else is there to go? I'll have to let the well-traveled sort, please. I can't stay here. But I fear nowhere in Tyrol is beyond the enemy's reach. What if the Lance crossed the Salt? I know. Even if I ran, I know I'd regret it in the end. I love Tyrol. This is my home, and I know the Dawn Swords would give their lives to defend her. I'll put my faith in them, and listen to what they have to say. Checking on everyone, are you? The city's definitely seen better days, but we can only spare so much time for mourning. Only by looking to the future can we overcome this crisis, and we'll all need to do our part. I have no doubt Val Clement and Val Kwan share similar sentiments in at their address. Wow. They seem pretty, upbeat already. Go back up. Please, leave me be. My father has gone. Leave me to mourn. Jaja is slain? And yet Val Clement and Val Kwan still fight for our nation. For us. Very well. If they would speak, the least I can do is listen. Just stock up on food and medicine as much as I can. And what else is there? I can't afford to forget anything. Sorry, miss, but I'm busy. Too much to do in too little time. There's no telling when the stoneman will turn. I have to get out of here and find somewhere safe. Val Clement wants to speak to us? Perhaps she has a plan then. I suppose there's no harm in hearing what she has to say. She has a plan. Don't worry. Whatever it is, I don't have time. I have to finish repairing this cart. There's only so much I can carry on my back. When those hollow devils come again, I need to be ready. Val Clement and Val Kwan mean well, but they're young and inexperienced. They can barely look after themselves. If we're to survive, I do not know if we can count on them. They already have a plan and they're going to announce it. We're going to strike back at the enemy? So they're resolved to face this. It's too early to be thinking of running. Alright, I'll go and hear their address. The wares are mostly intact. Glad tidings for my clients. Oh, sorry, friend, but I have no time to spare. Val Clement and Val Kwan will soon be giving a public address, and I have to finish taking inventory before then. Given the circumstances, it must be quite important. You'll want to be there as well. I can't leave now. What if those soldiers come back? And what are those strange machines looming overhead? God, I have so many questions. Come to the address. We'll answer some of them. Let's see. It will put my mind at ease to learn something, anything of the threat we face. Alright then, I'll go to the Windwalk. Thank you. I feel better already. And likely better still once I hear what the Dawn servants have to say. A few questions? Or like a bleeding broadside of them. Took me back to mid-time with Kaluf, it did. Charlie and the Scholars, I swear. Yep, that's Charlie and Scholars for you. It looks like you brought quite a few people. Thank you. Alize had actually returned ahead of you, but upon hearing you were still out there, she decided she was unsatisfied with her own efforts and left again. It's always a competition between the two of us. My apologies for involving you in Tyrali affairs. We are simply helping dear friends in need. Having traveled the lands of Tyrol, sharing in the rich cultures of your people, I can see it no other way. What's more, Zawalja and his army pose a threat not only to Tyrol, but to the star as a whole. We will stand with you to protect what you hold dear. Thank you. I don't expect you've had much, if any, rest. How are you holding up? I'm fine. Thanks for the little encouragement from Nali. You needn't worry about me either. Whatever weariness I feel is too much for my desire to protect my people. We will restore peace to the nation and preserve our father's legacy. It begins by speaking to the people from our hearts. Right. We need to see a few things first, but feel free to go ahead to the plaza and wait. Their father raised them well. That he did. Miss McCall Jaja.
Namachi, are you all right?
Yes. Don't worry. I'm ready for it. The fear, and sadness, and anger. Everything.
I am the reason to your resolve. But more than that, I am your brother. You needn't bear this burden alone. Remember this.
As you likely already know, my father, our former Dawn servant, lost his life in the recent attack. He challenged the enemy leader to a duel and fought with skill and valor, and for a moment we believed he had won. But wielding an unknown power, his foe returned from death and struck him down. I could only watch as this happened. I could not tarnish my father's honor by interfering. Many of you have suffered terribly. You've taken wounds. You've lost friends and family. As vow of resolve, I failed in my duty to protect you. Words can't express the shame and regret I feel. And as much as it pains me to reveal this, the enemy leader was none other than my brother Zorolcha.
Zorolcha? It's true! I saw him!
We believe he staged the attack from Yasulani, which has been encased within a mysterious dome. I know that you're concerned for your loved ones there as well. But mark my words, I won't let Zorolja torment us any further. Our father gave his life to protect our nation, and I'm prepared to do the same.
You say that, but those metal monstrosities are still up there in the sky. What are you going to do about them?
The enemy is still on our doorstep, and waiting for them to strike again accomplishes nothing. That's why we're going to strike first. We are going to take the battle straight to Zorolja and put an end to it all.
And while my sister sallies forth, I will take charge of the city's defenses. Not another soul will come to harm. We swear to you.
Like our father before us, we will lead with resolve and reason to restore peace to our nation. So please, have patience and faith.
So the resolve goes on the attack, while reason shores up the defenses. Sounds like a fine plan. Needless to say, you can count on my sword. Dural's my home, and I'll do my part for it. Hear, hear, brother. That makes two of us. Or was that two of we? Never mind that. What of the rest of you? Will you let others do the work? Or will you do your part and fight?
We fight! We fight! We're two Leolans because we're united! We'll stand with you and weather this storm!
He's right. This is our nation, and it falls to us to protect it.
We'll fight too! For Tuliolan!
Me too! Me too!
We're all together in this!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We've already learned much about our foe, and we will continue to learn more. In time, we will have the means to make their warships fall from the sky. When we join hands with our countrymen and our allies from afar, we're stronger than we dare to hope. Together, let us show the enemy the might of Tuli Yolal.
You are the beating heart of our nation. Each and every one of you. Uncertain days lie ahead, but for now, I ask you to persevere, to go about your lives as you always do. Only then can we ensure we have the resources to see our nation through these trials. And when the time comes, we will strike. Tuliyola will not fall. We will prevail, and peace and happiness will be ours again.
She did well. It is inspiring to see such diverse peoples rally as one. The people of Tyrol have come together for this fight. We must endeavor not to fail them. That was a rousing speech, was it not? Let us do our part to ensure that the Dawn servants can fulfill their promise to the people. Glad to see so many people came. I wasn't sure how many I had won over, so I decided to keep at it. Listening to Wuklamat and Kona, I was reminded of my time in the First. While the Exarch was new king, I often found myself speaking before the people of the Crystarium in like manner, and through their deeds they answered me. The people of Tyrol, too, will rise to the occasion. This I can tell.